Now the Lord said unto Abram, okay, Veyomer Yehovah el Avram, Lech lecha, rise up and go, okay, from your kindred and from your father's house into the land that I will show you. By the way, Abraham, in other words, he is not a Jew. The nation of Israel would be many more hundreds of years later. And he says to him, I will make of you, Veosecha, again, I will make of you, that right there, that chet is him alone, Lagoy Gadol. Oh, wow, Goim. Wow, a Goim. Lagoy Gadol. A great nation. Okay, that includes both Jew and Gentile as well. Did you know that? He's going to make him a Lagoy for the nation's greatness. And he says to him, and make your name great. Shemcha. His name, singular. His name would be great. And you will be a blessing. Vechaye barucha. That's future tense. And you will be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless you. All right. And again, it's not chem. It's not you all. It's to him. I will bless them that bless you. And him that curses you, I will curse. That's clearly speaking of when they would try to take his wife, etc. Did you know that? Did you know that's a prophecy? God knew that the king of Egypt, the Pharaoh of Egypt, was going to want to take his wife. And so he said, those that curse you, I will curse. Okay? But he says the beautiful part, and the reason why he's going to curse and literally he'll curse those that curse him, and because he knew it was going to happen more than once, and it did. Why? Because Sarah was the woman that was going to be like Mary. Mary was the one that would believe God unconditionally, and because of that, it brought a promised seed in her, which was Christ Jesus. And she had to be the daughter of Abraham for that to happen. Sarah doubted God, and because of that, it delayed the coming of the Messiah for thousands of years, or 1,000 years or so. Because when God said to Sarah, you're going to have a child, she laughed. How can this be? Me being an old woman and everything. And he says, why did you laugh? Now Sarah was in the tent behind Abraham. He says to Abraham, why did she laugh? Is anything too hard with God? And she came out, no, I didn't laugh. He said, yes, you did. And because of that, instead of it being Yeshua that came from Abraham, it was Yitzchak. He laughs. Now, actually, do you notice that? Yitzchak, it didn't say Tatzach. They didn't call him Tatzach. She laughs. It said Yitzchak. He laughed. Because Abraham also laughed. How can these things be? Do you know if there had never been a laughter, if there had just been faith and believed, and like Mary did, be it unto me according to thy word, Yeshua would have been born and not Isaac. It delayed the promise. It delayed the fulfillment. You ever think about that? It delayed the fulfillment of the promise because of laughter. But God said, I'm going to bless those that will bless you, and I'm going to curse those that curse you. The cursing of him was taking his wife, even though he lied to them and said, it's my sister, and she said, it's my brother. Even though that, if he would have stood his ground for God, God would have blessed him. But he didn't. He lied. And as a result, they took his wife. And then God cursed the guy for taking his wife. Why? Because Even though she did doubt, she still brought forth a child. It was still symbolic of the coming of Yeshua, the Messiah, Jesus. But it would take longer. But he did say, in him, then he goes, Kol mishpachot. Right there in blue. Kol. That's all. Mishpachot. Families. Ha'adamah. Of the ground. In other words, every person that was born on the face of the earth would be blessed through him. Why? Because it was the promised seed of Jesus Christ that would come, that would bless all nations. Because remember, it literally says in the Hebrew language, as I just said to you a moment ago, Lagoy Gadol. It didn't say, La Yisrael Gadol. It doesn't say, I will make Israel great. It didn't say, La Abraham Gadol. It didn't say to Abraham, I'm going to make him great. Or, La Abraham HaMishpachot Gadol. It doesn't say to the families of Abraham, I will make great. It doesn't say, La Yitzhak HaGadol. To Isaac, I will make him great. No, it says, Lagoy Gadol. That's the word that Jewish people hate. The Goyim, the nations. In other words, anybody that's not Jewish. But God said, Lagoy Gadol. And only through Jesus Christ could that be. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. You needed to hear the truth today. By the way, on Patreon, we just loaded not only the first excerpt from my book, but we've also just loaded too this bizarre dream that I had. Just wanted to share that with that. That's exclusive to Patreon as of right now. Maybe I'll make it public eventually. I don't know. Haven't decided on that yet. But being able to see some of the clips from the book that I'm sharing. I will be sharing longer ones than the first one. I didn't quite know how to do it as of yet. And two, you can actually, somehow another Patreon, they just shared this with me as I loaded that. If you just want to view that one video now, there's, I guess if you went to our channel, patreon.com/Israeli News Live, you could actually just watch that one video. They just allow you to do a one-time purchase, and you can watch the video alone and not become a subscribed member. So anyway, thank you for listening. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching.